You're still watching the Signature Show this beautiful Sunday afternoon in Abuja. I'm Vin Martin Obiora Ilo. And in the coal city, Enugu, a gentleman is, making a buzz around entertainment. But this time, call it Christian entertainment. He decided that there's so many young talents in the Southeast who would like to play gospel music. But the problem is they don't get the opportunity to blossom. So he decided that he was going to put together what he has called a Christian music talent hunt. It's called the Christian Music Talent Hunt, Voices in Praise VIP, taking place in the coal city on the 18th of December 2023. And it is my pleasure to welcome the founder and the man who has chosen to spend a lot of time grooming young people the Christian way. My pleasure to welcome Ozo Joe Mmamel, a lawyer, entrepreneur, and politician. But this time, he wants to put all this aside and concentrate on young people. Ozo Joe Mmamel, you're welcome to Signature Show.
Thanks for having me.
Voices in Praise, VIP. My question is, why did you choose Voices in Praise? And why have you chosen a Christian music talent hunt?
Okay, first and foremost, I chose the Voices in Praise as a platform. It is a platform to promote our young Christian artists who I feel that have not been given the good opportunity or a healthy opportunity for them to grow in the Christian musical world. So, and my inspiration comes from my desire to see that they have equal opportunities with their contemporaries in the other music world.
In secular music?
In secular music. I have had the opportunity of being the Commissioner for Culture and Tourism, and I did what was quite notorious in the state then, that's called the roadblock. I did roadblock 2, 3, and 4. And I know that some of the big artists we have now, we are like grade 3 upcoming artists then. So they had this growth in their own music world because of the opportunity given to them then. We started them with some on 450,000 until the second one, 450,000. And some of them were able to go to studios and have some good record labels, to do their music well. So, but these other ones, they come to our various churches, they sing for us, we enjoy it, they inspire us. Their voices are very sonorous, very soulful, but at the end of it, all we do is to clap for them and say, oh, that's beautiful. If it's in the choir, we say the choir is quite good. But after that, how about them? What have we done to them? What have we given back for what they gave? So I decided that in this, my private life now, let me find a way just to tell them that the world appreciates them. It's a kind of a platform. The Voices in Praise is using their voices as a force, to encourage the faith. Evangelization can be through the music world. So we can, in singing, preach. Some of us can appreciate those preaching and evangelization through the force of music. Music is forceful, and it's so soulful. So at a time even you are depressed, you can find out that there is a music that might be playing that will suit your mood at that particular moment. So music is a force, and I want to appreciate them in that Christian world. So it's a big search, in our various Christian communities to find these talented artists and use the Voices in Praise as a platform to offer them opportunities through shows and concerts and promotions.
I remember when you were Commissioner for Tourism and Culture in Culture and Tourism in Enugu State, you promoted this roadblock, and I knew or know that as it grew from year 1 to year 2 to year 3, the budget kept expanding.
Yes.
I mean, running into tens and tens of millions.
Yes.
And here you are, Joe Mmamel, and a private citizen. How do you want to pull this through? Do you have sponsors? Do you have funders? Or are you just going to do this by yourself? And if you are going to do it by yourself, how are you going to do it?
Yeah, I thought about it. He who dares win. So, of course, you don't do it alone. I don't intend to own it. I intend just to be a kind of a steerer, a coordinator of this project. For me, it's a project. I've spoken to many of my friends who I know share the same view with me. So I have people who have keyed into it. Sponsors, including SignatureTv, including Enugu Sports Club, who gave us their venue, to train to do the auditions and to train the artists that are selected from the auditions. We have the Enugu Centenary, who gave us a start money, just to encourage us. So we have people in other fields of life who have keyed into it. It started like a little fire now, but it's growing. And I'm sure by the end of it all, it will be an inferno. I can bet you that. Because the kind of encouragement we are getting, from a lot of people, even the churches and the Christian community, is quite enormous. Some of them spiritually, some of them coming to tell us, putting up ideas, and this is how good it could be. And this is my maiden edition. So we might probably make some mistakes, or we can get it nicely. But whatever happens, we are throwing it in. We are already at it. And we are putting in all our efforts. My money has gone into it, but no matter what it is, I believe that there's a time to give back to God. So I'm not counting my expenses now. I'm being highly motivated that I'm creating this opportunity. And I have friends who have keyed in to give these people life in their music world. And that is my contentment.
Yes, you were in charge of cultural tourism. But is there a tourism bent to what you're doing?
Yeah, there is really, for now, it's a foundation stone that I'm building. So until I'm able to firm up the foundation and start building on top of it, I believe that by the time we all start building on top of this, because this is the foundation we're laying for this, it's a brand we are trying to create. But in creating a brand, you must have to lay a proper foundation for that brand. So this is what I'm exactly doing. At the time we have done this, and we believe that it has a firm foundation, then we are going to build on it, and that is when it becomes a part of tourism. So it is going to be an attraction in the States. Remember when I was the Commissioner for Culture and Tourism, I was doing a praise night that I invite a lot of gospel musicians. So by this time we have been inviting those that are already made. So we are trying.
You now want to make.
We want to make
new ones.
the new ones. That is it.
All right. I also heard you in an interview talk about this as creating employment for the young people.
It's engaging them. If they said, give a man bread, you fed him for a day. Teach a man how to make bread, you have fed him for a lifetime. We have prizes attached to it, in as much as it's not too big, but it's an incentive. The first prize for this will be given $500,000. The second prize is $300,000, and the third prize is $200,000. So a total of $1 million, shared by three, the first, second, and third runner-ups. It's an opportunity for them to start up something. It's just like a feed money, that will help them. Then as much as we've done that, we're equally going to help them to have music labels that can pick them up, to encourage them, so that by the time we drive the second edition, we can be able to say that we have created a line, of development, through youth engagement, because this is exactly a youth engagement program. We are trying to tell the other people that are doing music that you don't need to recreate yourself. That is exactly my concern. You don't need to open your nose, put up a ring, tear your henna, tattoo your whole body to be able to show that you are there. And then you miss it all, you go into drugs, you go into doing a lot of things because you believe that that is what that aspect of life wants you to do for you to be where you are. We are looking at not losing our youth and still helping them in their career in music and making them appreciate that they can still remain as created. They can still maintain their spirituality and serve their God. They can still become a model for other youth, other peer groups, to understand that I am still who I am, and this is where I am. So that is what it's just like, that's what we want to create. It's a way of equally evangelizing to the youth first, that music is music. It depends on the appreciation of music. And we want you to be who you are, and still create this joy, through your soulful and sonorous voices.
So it's going to happen on the 18th of December, 2023.
Yes, at Amadio.
Is there, at where?
Amadio Event Center.
In Enugu?
Yes.
At the Coal City?
Yes.
Is there any star of the night?
Yes, we are bringing in Buchi.
Oh, the gospel artist.
The gospel artist. So Buchi is going to be the guest artist of that day. Yes.
That must be very inspiring for the young ones.
Yes. He has a blended music of both reggae
and gospel.
So it's interesting. Yeah.
Is government helping in any way? Have you approached government, whether local, whether state, whether federal, or even your old ministry to support what you're doing?
I haven't approached them because they are equally having their own teething problems that I appreciate.
Okay, as a new government.
As a new government. And even the Ministry of Culture and Tourism, they are trying to package something, no matter how little, knowing that for the past 8 years, there has not been any form of entertainment from government as it was during the years of Sullivan Chime. So after the tenure of Sullivan, the world of entertainment in the state ceased for 8 years. So they are trying to do something to reassure confidence confidence of government in giving back to the people what they've always had. That is, having December as a time of giving back, a time of joy and a time of entertainment. But because of all about how young the government is, so there's a lot on them. So I understand that, and I appreciate the efforts. And so I've spoken to the ministry, and I've been the commissioner is quite a very nice person. That is Mrs. Sugochi Madweke. She's been exemplary, a very nice woman. So I've seen her own problem. I've given my little what I can call experience, and to help her equally grow well in the ministry. But for now, I'm carrying the load myself, and it's heavy. But my friends, like you, they are helping a lot, to make it lighter for me.
Okay, Joe. Let's round off now. But where do you see this in another 5 years? How are you? What's your projection?
My projection, like I said, is a little fire that will beget an inferno. I want this thing to become a brand. Not only a brand for our teeming youths in the Christian world. It's going to be something that I want to grow from state to region, from region to national, from national to something that is worldwide. So I see that the least I can go is making this in a national experience by the next 5 years, if I don't translate to something that's international.
Also, Joe Mmamel, thanks for coming on our show.
Thank you, my good friend.
And we wish you the best.
Thank you, Ben. I appreciate it.